Hello and welcome to How to Gain Fame and Era Stars in Humankind. My name is GamerZach and I've been covering Humankind recently, and today I want to talk about a very core mechanic in Humankind, and it really is sort of the focus of everything you're doing as you are building a reputation and leaving a legacy in the game. Fame is basically a combination of gameplay score and era points from Civ 6, where you get fame for doing notable things. It's the primary focus of gameplay to progress through eras, and a main victory condition. Unlike score victory in Civilization, which is kind of like the last fallback kind of victory when you just run out of time. Anyway, in Humankind, you gain fame by doing notable things and for doing things first. So, let's go over two main ways you can gain fame in Humankind. The first way is competitive deeds. This is basically doing big things on the world map, like discovering a natural wonder or circumnavigating the globe. It sounds a lot like era score in Civ 6, but the big difference here is that only one player can get the fame points for these discoveries. For example, if you're the first person to find a natural wonder, you get fame points. Anyone else who discovers it gets nothing. There's a huge list of things that you can do for competitive deeds, so there should be plenty for everyone, and it also means that whatever playstyle you go for, you should be able to earn plenty of fame, even if you go 100% into exploration because you start finding things. But these are competitive deeds, which means one person gets it. You are competing. Now, the second way you can earn fame is with earning the era stars themselves. Now, era stars are fixed achievements that you can earn in each era for your culture or civilization. In every era, you can open up the fame menu and it shows you a number of things that you can do to earn stars. And with each milestone, you get fame points. In each era, you can get a set number of stars for various goals, and they get bigger with each era progression. There are also goals you get which are linked to the type of culture you progress into. So if you double down on an agricultural civilization, you will get farmer stars as a goal. Now, nothing is finalized right now in terms of actual numbers, but for example, you can have farmer stars for agrarian cultures, where you earn stars and fame for having a bigger populations. These would be replaced with something else depending on your type of culture. But there are 6 stars which seem to be pretty standardized throughout all the cultures and eras, starting with merchant stars for earning more money, militarist stars for destroying military units, scientist stars for researching more technologies, expansionist stars for controlling more territory, aesthete stars for reaching influence levels, and builder stars for having more extensions built in your civilization. By the way, these stars are required for advancing through the eras, so once you earn enough stars to match the era goal, you can choose to stay in your current era for a while longer or progress to the next one, like going from ancient to classical, and evolve your civilization further. Now, there is a third way that isn't so set in stone right now, and it's the competitive spirit era star. At the time of making this video, the details of this are unconfirmed, but it was something shown on the fame menu in the gameplay demo. As far as we know, it's a catch-up mechanic for cultures that have fallen behind. It's good to know that there are catch-up mechanics in Humankind, so you're not doomed to failure because of bad luck, but what the competitive spirit era star actually is isn't confirmed yet. It could be a cooperative achievement for helping a culture in a previous era to advance, as it is called competitive spirit, so it would make sense that it's a star you get for helping your rivals. So that's a really interesting addition there. Anyway, those are the two main ways of earning fame in Humankind. The competitive deeds, where you go around the world doing things of note, earning the era stars themselves for your era goal, and possibly the competitive spirit era star. And these fame points, as it says in the game, is to leave your mark on history to win the game. This is one of the primary victory conditions, earning and amassing fame. And it's an interesting way of turning what used to sort of feel like a scapegoat victory condition, a score mechanic, right? A score victory, into something that's kind of ingrained into the entire gameplay. And Humankind is gonna be sort of revolving around fame and these era stars a lot. So keep that in mind. And let me know what you think. What do you think of a fame mechanic being part of the core gameplay and earning all these era stars? Do you think it's something you'll be into? Do you think it makes sense? Do you think it'll feel good? I played a little bit of the gameplay demo. Amplitude Studios did give me access to an early demo of the game, and I played 2 hours. And it felt kind of good sort of building up. And when you progress to the next era, you get to pick how your culture evolves. So I was, for example, the Harappans, and I was agricultural, and I could double down on agriculture and go even more into it. Or I could switch into something else, and you leave this sort of legacy, this legacy building, and this fame mark making, and all of that is sort of the whole idea of Humankind, and I think it does kind of set it apart from Civilization. But what do you think? Anyway, that's gonna be it for now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you found this interesting or useful. If you'd like to support the channel, you can subscribe on Twitch, become a YouTube member, or donate directly on Patreon. We've also got a Humble Bundle referral link and a merch store. Please do join us on social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and the wonderful Discord community at discord.gg/gamerzach to meet all the other Zachalites. And click the buttons on the screen right now to see so much more content. I've got more Humankind videos as well. And you can find all of those by going to gamerzach.com/humankind. Or just clicking the buttons on the screen right now. Thank you all so much for joining, and I'll see you in the next video.